It is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle. We just heard it, and that means it's time for football at CenturyLink Field. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Eluding the pressure right. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first down.
Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against an interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll run for it with Cook. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal.
Second and goal on the Seahawks 3-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings have taken a first quarter lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start first and 10. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. Second and 11.
Anthony Barr got a real education at UCLA in playing not just his normal position of stand-up outside linebacker, but down defensive end. So he had to incorporate a variety of moves, take on bigger people. So he learned great leverage while he was there. That really helps him when he's trying to stop people running the ball.
Born in South Bend, Indiana. Thought about going back to go to Notre Dame, but you're right. Great career at UCLA and now a great career in the NFL. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third.
At the 43-yard line.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Down the middle of the field, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Going from, this is caught inside the 15. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Myers connects on the PAT, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
To Dalvin Cook.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And he finds Cook. And he'll take this to the other. Side of midfield before going out of bounds.
A gain of 27 on the play. And a Vikings first down.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Again, Jackson airing it out deep for Smith. And this one is incomplete. Vincent Smith, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
The throw over the middle taken in. Touchdown, Vikings! Adam Thielen, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Vikings 14, Seahawks 7. Brett Maher is set to kick.
Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
25-yard line. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Eric Kendricks. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Flushed out right. And Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 23 yards the pickup there. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of 7 on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Play action. Now Jackson. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr.
Jackson.
A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. They were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Coming right, this is Cook on the toss play. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score.
Vikings 14, Seahawks 7.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Here's Jackson. And this ball is caught by Irv Smith. Touchdown, Vikings.
Complete to
Irv Smith Jr. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Vikings 21.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you... Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 78 yards. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
First down, Minnesota.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 46-yard line.
Now Jackson. And this one complete to Smith. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 32-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Bobby Wagner, the former second-rounder out of Utah State with a sack.
Second down.
A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17.
Jackson from the shotgun. He's got Smith here. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
And it brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And yet again, he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Great job by this Vikings defense. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. So not a good start for this rookie quarterback, already trailing in this first half, and that's going to make things worse.
Well, back in my day, this was not unexpected out of rookie quarterbacks. That's why a lot of coaches didn't want to play them. But coming out of college now, they throw it all the time. This is a little bit unexpected, the way that he's playing here.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Being chased out left. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion, or even worse, an interception.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
Good gain by Chris Carson, picks up a first down, and you just have to love his running style. Talk about a straight-ahead guy, no-nonsense type of a runner. He's averaged 82 yards a game over the last 2 seasons and had 1,230 yards on the ground in 2019.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Dorsett's got him. Oh, and now some space to operate. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Seahawks, first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll run on first down. It's Carson, and he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. It's a gain of 8, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
8 yards on the pick.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Second and 2. He'll let this go for the end zone. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Philip Dorsett, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks have made this a 1-score game. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it.
Their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Second and 10.
This time, Jackson will throw it. It's caught. Smith. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30.
A gain of 45 yards.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Marr now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35. Seahawks 20.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he returns this to the 22.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. And with a 3rd and 14, we have 6 defensive backs out there now defensively. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker, and it's 4th.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now this time he'll look to throw. Complete. Smith has it. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 15 yards on the play. First down.
A gain of 15. First down, Minnesota.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Lets it fly for Thielen. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
Jackson's pass intercepted. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach half?
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Flush to his right. He'll run it. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards. They're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
On second down, Cook. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
Gain of a yard. And it's third down.
Jackson. Looking here for Smith downfield. And some room to roam now. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. Well, pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Tyler Lockett was the target there, but it's going to be second down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Complete to Dorsett. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the...
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Now Jackson back into his end zone. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And this is back to an 8-point game.
Michael Dixon, the kick.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. They run it again with Cook. Space to maneuver at the 40, and he'll take it to the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10.
First down, Vikings.
Jackson. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Jackson now. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Unable to stop K.J. right there as he slips by for the sack.
Second down.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. From midfield now, here's Jackson. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Play action. Now Jackson. Airing it out deep for Smith. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
At their own 15-yard line.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. It's a big play there for Seattle. 67 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
12-yard line.
His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
For a Seahawks.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Seahawks a 2-point conversion away from tying the game. Now Mike McCarthy saying, let's go for 2. They'll look to throw. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
4 yards remain for 2nd down.
To throw is Jackson. Forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's go, you Tyree. Let's go, you Tyree.
Now And that's going to be intercepted. Landon Collins, the Pro Bowl safety. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
Intercepted.
What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now. Now left side on the swing pass. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. They run it with Carson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down.
Tackle made by Eric Kendricks. Here's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10. At the Vikings' 31-yard line.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead.
For the extra point.
And that's another route the defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
The defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has stuttered yet to score here in the 2nd half. They'll need to change that here. The tackle made by K.J. Wright.
He was brought
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
2nd and 9.
Throwing is Jackson. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
7 on the play.
And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
Here's Jackson. He's got Smith here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
On the carry.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And this is Cook with a grab. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Jackson from the shotgun. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
Marr able to put this one through, and that'll bring them back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, fourth quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. 555.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game, as now they've got it 3rd and long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play action now. Jackson. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Tight end Herb Smith, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Again, it's Cook. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. A gain of 5. 1st down, Minnesota.
And it's pretty evident when you watch how Minnesota plays, just how important Dalvin Cook is to their offense. 1,000-yard rusher a year before. The first one the Vikings had since Adrian Peterson was dominating their carries. And having Cook in the lineup for the bulk of the season, that made Minnesota exactly what their head coach Mike Zimmer wanted them to be. A much more physical team that complemented their defense.
46-yard line.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
And it's 3rd.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
Jonathan Allen.
It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
1st down, Vikings.
first down. It's Cook. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Seahawks.
They go play action with Jackson. It's caught. Smith. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. An excellent gain, 35 yards. The offense just continues to reign supreme. Big plays, both sides, back and forth. Tough to keep track of.
It certainly is, and I'm over here just marveling at what I'm seeing. It's tough for you, though. You got to call all these big plays and have all this emotion each time they go at each other.
And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 and a good first step there with 2nd and goal coming up. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. They try again with Cook. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. 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 I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Now they're just trying to do anything possible to try and get the ball downfield and get into field goal range.
And with that clock dwindling, they felt the need to take a pretty big shot there. Unfortunately, couldn't complete it. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's caught at the 10. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf with time running out. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Here's Jackson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
After what they faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He finds Taylor, complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
20. And the Vikings first down.
They'll look to throw. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
28-yard gain. First down, Minnesota.
He'll look to throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Adam Thielen, incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. One last shot for Jackson. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over.
45.
Well, Charles, they were close in the end, but they couldn't get that last